When Benjamin Lien first started trading meme coins 3 years ago, he would often have 4 to 5 active trades.
It was back in 2021 when I had first started, and I was extremely scared when I made my first trade because even though I turned the 3x profit on that, I didn't know why I made the money. I didn't know what causes the price to shoot up. I didn't know what caused the price to fall. And it was greatly unsettling.
But since starting a full-time job, the Singapore Management University graduate has closed many of his larger open positions.
Back then, as a student, I had quite a lot more time than I do now as a working adult. However, now I have a full-time job, so I can't monitor it as much as I would like to.
For now though, Benjamin makes smaller trades, mostly over the weekend, to earn some extra cash.
So I trade in mainly short windows and try to keep my exposure as short as possible. When I first started, it was just a few dollars, like maybe $1 to $10. But now it's maybe a couple of hundred if I'm sure of it. And I have the conviction that the trade would make money, then I'm more convinced that I can safely put a little bit more money into it.
Meme coins are a type of cryptocurrency that are often inspired by internet memes, characters, or trends. In fact, the first meme coin, called Dogecoin, was created as a joke about cryptocurrency. They are one of the fastest growing niches in the crypto market and often supported by online communities.
Meme coins, they are culture coins, and what it means is, they represent real world beliefs.
Because if something matters so much to the world, there is going to be somebody out there who makes a meme coin out of it. And this is a way that I can express my market views in a way that would actually make me some money instead of just keeping it to myself.
Since the creation of Dogecoin, hundreds of meme coins have come into existence. However, 97% of meme coins ever created have already ceased to exist.
Bitcoin has a story, right, where it represents digital gold, a censorship-resistant currency, store of value, whereas meme coin doesn't really have that. I think meme coins may or may not necessarily be viewed as a speculative investment asset. But clearly it's a very different product.
Meme coins are a high-risk investment option. While they can provide quick profits, investors could also see significant losses.
Many people really take what's on the internet at face value. Someone will write that, okay, this token will 2x, this token will 3x, and others will just take some money and throw it at that token without doing their own due diligence, without doing their own research, without even understanding the mechanics behind the token. And worst of all, they just don't monitor their positions at all. So while it may hit the 2x, 3x position in some occasions, in other occasions it just falls to zero and they lose all their money.
The risks aren't just in the movement of the price, which is highly volatile. It's also when you want to leave, theoretically, the liquidity may not be there. And that's another thing to take into account, that these are highly speculative, highly risky. Yes, there's an opportunity for a significant reward, but there's also a real risk and a much greater risk of a significant wipeout of all of your liquidity and all of your capital. So you need to be careful and prudent.
Unlike more established cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, there are also very few use cases for most meme coins.
To build actual real use cases requires capital. And Shiba for years has been talking about creating peripheral use cases. Even Bitcoin itself with the Lightning Network has been talking about creating use cases. In reality, when you look at most of the meme coins, there's highly speculative value around it, and that's really the main intrinsic value that exists there. If tomorrow the winds shift, so for example, let's talk about Kamala Harris. Let's say tomorrow she loses the election, that coin goes away. No matter how much people talk about we're going to create community voting and community staking, If there's a lack of interest in whatever the topic is around a meme and around the meme coin, it'll typically go away.
There is also the risk of scams.
My view is that there's some risks where nefarious characters or actors may partake, like potentially in crypto we like to define this term as rug pull, where creators of this meme coin may engage in manipulation where they may prop the price up and dump all their holdings on their community and get out, right? Where this occurrence have happened not once but many times.
Before investing in meme coins, experts say to always do your own research and assess your risk appetite.
Invest, after much research, invest if you subscribe to that set of beliefs that the meme coin represent. Largely, I'm not a trader. I typically buy and hold for the longer run. In my portfolio, speaking from a personal investor standpoint, I typically engage in a barbell strategy where I have my favorite big cap cryptocurrency like Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin, and then I have some really in my view maybe speculative, maybe more volatile like the meme coins.
Overall, I've made because I've been disciplined in terms of my trade, and I'm disciplined enough to not throw more money after a falling knife. You also need to be very aware that there are risks in trading these tokens, in trading cryptocurrency at all. So having that as the baseline is the most important thing when you do trade.